Alright, hi guys. So your homework for tonight is page 115. And listen, you guys didn't do very well on the last quiz on rotations. My recommendation is for you to try these problems on your own first, then try to look at the video. So if you haven't done these problems on your own yet, please push pause and then go back and watch the videos. All of these are the big idea math problems. I'm just showing you how to work them out. Okay, so it says in exercises 1 through 3, find the scale factor of the dilation, then tell whether the dilation is a reduction or an enlargement. So before I get into this, let me do a quick review on what scale factors are. If k is equal to 1, then the figures are congruent. If k, or the scale factor, is less than 1, then we have what we call a reduction. If k is greater than 1, then we have what is called an enlargement. These are key things that you need to remember about the scale factor. Okay, so if we look at this picture here, P is the pre-image, and this whole thing here is P. Alright, so we go from P, which this side over here is telling you that the length of that yellow line is 4. And then you go and look at the part that it did the reduction or enlargement with, which is from P prime to C, which is the purple part, and it's telling you that it is that it is 2. All right, so the question is how did I get from 4 to 2? Well, we went from a big picture to a small picture. So that's telling you that we're going to a reduction. So we went from a big picture to a small picture. So we have a reduction here. So if I know that I'm working with the reduction, all you do is take the P. You're going to say 4. Well, you're going to do, since this is a reduction, we're going to do 2 over 4, which is 1/2. So k equals 1/2, and since k is less than 1, that is a reduction. And you look at it, how do you know this is going to be a reduction? Where P is this long side right here. So we went from a long one to a short one. So we know that my k has to be less than 1. So I went from a long line segment to a half of a line segment. So we know that our k has to be less than 1. And in this case, the k is 1/2. All right, here I'm going to go to the next one. Our P is right here from C to P. That's my pre-image. And then I go from there to the yellow one. We get from C to P. That is my P prime, so that's what gets blown up. So this pink line gets blown up to this yellow line. Well, the pink line is 20 and the yellow line is 25. So since we go from a long line to a even longer line, then that's going to be a enlargement. So I'm going to say 25 over 20 this time is going to give me my k, which if I reduce this, this is 5 over 4. Now, if you had it the other way, 20 over 25, that's okay too. You would have saw that your scale factor was less than 1, and you would have just needed to flip your fraction. So a good easy way and rule of thumb is to look at your picture to determine if that's an enlargement or a reduction. And normally the primes will be there, or it will tell you to go from big to small or small to big. You'll be able to figure it out. Okay, let's do the next one. Here we go from C to P. That's the original, and it looks like we go from a small line to a bigger line. So we know that's going to be some kind of enlargement. Now we just need to figure out the scale factor. Then my k has to be greater than 1 if that's an enlargement. Well, the line that we started with was 9, and the line that we enlarged with was 27. So we're going to say, since my k has to be greater than 1, we're going to say 27 divided by 9, and that is equal to 3. So the k there is 3. Scale factor is represented by the letter k. And here are those rules you need to make sure you memorize. Okay, I think it was just 1 through 3 tonight. All right, guys, make sure you continue to look over this information. I'll see you in class tomorrow. Bye.